COVID-19, DNA testing, or infectious disease clinical testing? Welcome to P23 Labs, a high-complexity molecular diagnostics lab that uses the latest technology to offer a full suite of molecular diagnostic tests, clinical tests, and wellness consultations. We give you access to knowledge and healthcare resources that will transform your health. Schedule an appointment and order your custom test today with our healthcare team. www.p23labs.com.
Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 213-640-9738. That's 213-640-9738. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Yo, what's happening, guys? Let me get my stuff together here. Let me get everything together here. I'm live right now. Let me get all this stuff together in here. How y'all doing? Hope the reception is good because I'm at a hotel. And a lot of times the receptions at these hotels be hella janky. And it's looking hella janky now. The reception is kind of wading in and out right now, but I'm still trying to make it do what it do. Hopefully I can do what I do, but I'm looking at the reception and it's looking real funny style right now, but we'll see what we can do. How y'all living, man? Hope everybody is good. If I can find you, hold on, let me find y'all, because I got different screens up here. Hold on one second. Let me do something. Hold on. All right, let me see how this goes. Hope you guys had a great week, by the way. All right. Hopefully we can get this thing going like we need to get it going. All right, what's up, family? How y'all doing? All right, trying to get people on up in here. Okay. The audio is fine, but the video is lagging. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them nights where, yeah, sometimes when I'm traveling, these hotels, they have some janky ass reception. So that's what it is. We're gonna try to fight through it as much as we can. That's the only thing I don't like about doing my broadcast in remote locations. You know, some of these hotels, they got janky ass reception. Yeah. But I'm here. And I'm gonna try to do my damn best, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all had a great week, by the way. Hope everybody had a very fine week and all that good stuff. We're just doing a little kids family thing right now for the weekend. You know, it's a holiday weekend. The kids out of school, so we're doing a little family thing this weekend, as we do. You know how I do. You know, always got to do stuff with the fam, and I hope you're doing stuff with your family as well, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me get all these screens off my thing so I can focus on you guys. And again, I'm monitoring my reception here. The reception is kind of going in and out, but we're gonna still try to do how we do. All right. Excuse me. By the way, hold on. Man, where's everything? We got a new Mink Slide video coming next week. The new Mink Slide video. Let me show y'all just this real quick, just to give you a little hint. That's gonna be for the new Mink Slide video, new single and video coming out next week because the Mink Slide EP, we have an EP coming out. And boy, they got me shadow banned like a mug, man. When you try to look me up on YouTube, you can't even find me. So they got me shadow banned here, but that's okay. They got me shadow banned, but that's okay. But yeah, this is the new single is Phone Down. So we're gonna have it's gonna give you that nostalgic 90s vibe. The video, yeah, the new EP is called Funk on Wheels. The new video, we got a slow joint called Phone Down. It's going to give you that 90s vibe. You understand? It's going to give you that real 90s vibe. It's going to remind you of them old 90s R&B videos. It's real fun. We had a very good time shooting, so that's coming out next week. Phone Down, that's the name of the joint. Everybody share this link, ladies and gentlemen. Share this link. Everybody share this link right here because they got a brother on the shadow ban. Papi Akute to the family. Yeah, Funk on Wheels. And yeah, we got one video coming. We already shot it. We had a great time. And we're doing another video next week, actually, at a roller skating ring. Where are my LA people? All my LA people, if you can skate, if you know how to roller skate real good, y'all holler at me, man. Email me, info@tariqelite.com, so you can be in the video. We want some people from LA who can really get their roller skate on, who can really groove. I mean, really, really get down on some gangster boogieing. So y'all email me at info@tariqelite.com. Everybody shout out to my mods. Michael Wharton, shout out to D. Tubman. All right. Yeah, a lot of people are not getting the notifications that I'm live, and you can. I just tried to search myself, and it was difficult. Yeah? Yes, indeed, man. Much respect to everybody who's still supporting the museum. We're still getting the museum together. We're still working on that heavy. Yes, we're still getting the museum in order. We're working on that. We're trying to get all that knocked out. We're working hard on that, and that's going to happen. We're getting that knocked out. That's going to happen. So, and there's a good buzz about it. When we were on the news last week, boy, all of the local news and the local media publications were hitting me up. Los Angeles Magazine hit me up. So a lot of people were very excited about it. And a lot of the local people in LA, you know, they were surprised when we were talking about Biddy Mason. They were like completely shocked. They never knew anything about Biddy Mason. They were completely shocked by that. They said, I look like I'm sitting in a church pew. I know, look like I'm getting my prayer on. Hold my mule. Yeah. All right. But yeah, man, I can't wait till the museum is ready. I'm very excited about it, man. This is going to be monumental. So we're working very hard on that. What's up, Daryl? How are you, brother? But yeah, share this link. Share this link on your social media. Share this link on your social media. All right? I'm going to try to get the broadcast done because the kids are outside playing right now where we are. The kids are outside playing, and they're running errands with mom. Actually, my hair, I need my hair cut. My hair's, you know, I didn't get my regular cut like I usually do. So I'm looking a tad bit janky, but I'm good. I'm good. But listen, let's get into what we need to talk about on tonight's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into what we need to talk about. We're talking about the illusion of support, when support is illusion. Let me talk to the black family here. Black family, we get this thing where a lot of people pretend to support black people, but it's illusionary support. It's not real support. Got a lot of people who fake the funk. We got a lot of people who pretend that they're our allies, but basically they are siphoning off of the things that we've done. A lot of people use and misuse our efforts. We've talked about this many, many times, and I really want to get this ingrained in black people's brains. We got to stop being used, and we got to stop falling for illusionary support from people who are not really supporting us. And because we get so much illusionary support, this should prompt us to want to support each other and for us to be on code with one another. It's very important for us to stay on code with one another because we don't have any other support from anybody. We got this thing where we have to find these outside allies. You understand? We got this thing where we feel, and there's a subconscious thing among a lot of black people who feel like we're so incompetent, we need some type of outside ally to do really the hard work for us. And I want us to get out of that self-deprecating mindset. I want y'all to understand, other groups do not collectively come over here and quote unquote do better because of any type of innate skill set that they have. You understand? Other groups are elevated by the white supremacist. This is something that's very important that black people must understand. Other groups are elevated, meaning they get systematic and militarized protections and intangible benefits that we simply do not get. As we see over in Afghanistan, these people are hauling ass getting out of Afghanistan. They're hauling ass. These people are falling off planes trying to get the hell out of Afghanistan. They're not trying to fix what's happening over there. They're trying to leave. And they've set up a welcome mat for them over here. They got these Afghan refugees going all down in Houston and different parts of the South. They got them coming around our neighborhoods where they're going to eat off us and then turn around and be on some how come y'all didn't pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You understand? These folks don't have some type of innate power that we don't have. These folks ran. But the thing is, you give them a few years, they're going to be sitting up talking at us crazy when you got these Negro politician bootlicks who are helping roll out the red carpet for them. You understand? I want black folks to get this in your brain. These other groups are elevated by the white supremacists as buffer classes. And black folks have to get off this thing where we're supposed to be on the bottom. I want black people to get this bottom dweller mentality out your damn brains. Black people, you're going to have to set the tone for the way we are treated collectively. We have to set the tone for that. That's something that black people have to do. We sit around here and wait on the dominant society to have a Jesus moment where they're going to find some kind of humanity. That's never going to happen collectively. I'm talking about collectively. I'm not talking about how some individual white person or white family or white group treats an individual black person. Let's be very clear. This is the illusion too. A lot of times white society, they'll find one black person and treat you extremely nice. Look, where I live, I have a lot of white neighbors. I have a lot of black neighbors. I have a lot of Middle Eastern neighbors. I really have a rainbow melting pot of neighbors. I have right next door to me, I got some East Indian people. And let me tell you, the nicest people in the neighborhood, some of the other buffer class people, they barely speak to my ass. They're almost hostile, some of the buffer class people. Now, there's two groups of people that's cool with me in my neighborhood. The black people, my black neighbors, they're always cool. And truth be told, the right-wing white neighbors. I live next door to some MAGA people. Dude, I live next door. One of my neighbors, they're straight up MAGA. And truth be told, They're the nicest white people you ever want to meet. When it comes to, a personal group of black people, an individual group of black people, they're the nicest. They're the first ones trying to bake you a cake. Come on over. We got some scones. We got some Rice Krispie treats, Mr. Nasheed. You want to come over, dude? They're the nicest people. You understand? The black neighbors and the far right white people are the coolest. But let's be clear. They will sit up and bake me brownies. Oh, I don't trust, because you already know. Let's be very clear. I'm just giving you the game here. I'm just giving you the game. They don't mind because it's like, it's a handful of, we got a few black people there. And they look at me as an exception. Yeah. But these folks will still go and vote for some race soldier, or they'll go into court and get on a jury pool and acquit a white supremacist for killing a black person at the drop of a hat. I already know this. See, I'm not fooled by this. I'm not fooled by this at all, but a lot of black people are fooled by this. You understand? A lot of black people are fooled by this. We gotta not be fooled by illusionary support. Let's not be fooled by that. Because again, a lot of people are very nice to the individual black people, but they understand that white supremacy is a group sport. How is their group going to treat our group? Right now, I'm kind of by the Orange County area right now, a little outside of Orange County. And we were driving, and I noticed something very interesting. Once we got out of LA County, I saw some white kids. It was a bunch of white kids on little motorbikes, and these white kids were driving the opposite way on the little roadway, where the cars were going this way, but these little white kids, there's about 10 of them, riding their little motor scooters, and they were riding in the wrong direction towards us on the wrong side of the street, and there was a whole bunch of them. And for a quick second, I said, wait, how come the police are not stopping these kids? These kids, this is dangerous as hell what they're doing. I said, this is extremely dangerous what these kids are doing, driving on the opposite side of the road. They can hit somebody, they can hurt themselves. Why in the world are they being allowed to drive their motorbikes on the opposite side of the road? And it immediately hit me. Oh, shit, they're white. These are white kids. And I realized where I was. I said, okay, I'm out here in a very white area now. These are white kids, so their whiteness is going to save them. Whereas if these were black kids, like when black kids were rolling around on those little roller scooter things, they were arresting black kids for rolling around on those things. Black kids who were rolling around on those little automated scooter things, even if you were riding on the right side of the street, you would get a ticket. They would fine you. The cops would stop you. If there were a group of black kids riding and I was telling my wife this, I'm like, man, if that was our kids riding on the wrong side of the road like that, they would have helicopters. But then I realized, oh, they're white. Okay. That's okay. They can get away with that. We better understand the power of white in a system of white supremacy. White privilege is a very real thing. Them denying white supremacy and white privilege, that's a part of the culture. But white privilege and white supremacy is a very real thing. And other groups are elevated simply by virtue of white. You understand? And that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. And they know it's not. It's a royalist system, as our brother Neely Fuller said, where you're going to be treated as royalty because of your white skin, and the king can do no wrong. You understand? So it's a royalist system. But it's based on injustice, because if you're going to have privilege, you have to create a system of underprivilege. And we have been the designated group to be systematically underprivileged. You know? No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm tying it all together. I'm just seeing the stuff I'm already knowing. Somebody said, well, you just now know. No, of course I've known this, but I'm just putting it all in a major context here. I'm putting this all in a major context. When you see it and you start to question certain things, okay, there it is. Okay, what am I thinking? These people, they get a white pass. But I just want us to understand and get into the mindset of understanding that other groups, they want that white pass too. And see, that's what happens with other groups. Other groups get the carrot of whiteness dangled in front of their faces. I want black people to understand this. This is why there can never be a true minority coalition, because we're the only so-called minority group that is not treated like the other ones. Just just listen, just sit back and relax. We're talking here. The point is, I want black folks to understand other groups are allowed to be classified as white at certain times. Sit on that for 3 seconds. Black people, we're the only group that's not allowed to be classified as white. Let's be clear. Hispanics, all that brown shit you talking, y'all love talking about that black and brown. Hispanics are allowed to be classified as white, and then when they whiten up and look white enough, they get brought into the royal family. Asians are allowed to be classified as white in certain instances. Middle Eastern people are allowed to be classified as white. Y'all better understand how this white supremacy thing works. White supremacy is not based on their genetics. It's based on our genetics, because if you're too black, you can't be a part of the royalist club. And we have to understand this as black people. We are the measurement as to how these other groups are going to be treated. We have been designated to be mistreated into perpetuity. The white supremacists don't plan to never stop mistreating us. I want black folks to understand this. We're going to have to stop that. And all of these other groups, they're given buffer class status. And the white supremacists let them know, we're not going to treat you as bad as those guys. Now, we're going to smack you around, and we're going to steal your resources in your home country so your little cowardly asses can flee. But when you get over here, we'll let some of you over here if you get your mind right. And if you act right, you know, we got this little carrot of whiteness for you. But in order to get this carrot, you're going to have to show some anti-blackness and get rid of your culture. Get rid of all the Hindu, Middle Eastern bullshit. If you get rid of all your little ethnic bullshit, we'll let you into the club of whiteness. You understand? That's how this thing works. Black folks have to understand this. We don't really have any allies. We don't have any real support. And that's okay. We have enough black people to support each other. This is why it's important for us to get on code, ladies and gentlemen. Codification is very important for us. I put this picture up here on my social media, and this is the header for the broadcast for tonight. I put this up, and this thing speaks volumes right here. This speaks volumes. I said this is the Democrats' relationship with black people in a nutshell. This image right here. This image right here. This is the Democrats' relationship with us in a nutshell. Let this picture sink in. This is the illusion of support, where black folks are in a hole that the white supremacists dug, and the Democrats, their game is to act like they're trying to get us out the hole. They just can't do it. They just try so hard, and it's just so, maybe one day we can help get you out that hole. Maybe one day soon. Black people, this is the relationship that we have. As you see, it is not hard at all to get us out this damn hole. All they have to do is throw the ladder down. It's not hard. And I want black people to stop going for the damn tricks that they run on us. When we start talking about as black people, hey man, we need tangibles. We've been put into a situation where we need corrective justice. We need reparations. We need a Marshall Plan. We need corrective justice. Well, we can't do it now. We just don't have enough money. We don't have support. Well, maybe one day, maybe hope and change. Maybe there's going to be some hope and change one day. We get the hope and change talk. But then when all types of illegal immigrant groups come over, all of a sudden, these ladders pop out of everywhere. They got a ladder for everybody. They got a ladder for the Afghanistan people, the ladder for the LGBT people, a ladder for Hispanic people, just everybody. They got a ladder for every other group but us. You got all these Afghans coming over here. They got all types of hundreds of millions of dollars for Afghanistan people. Refugees coming over here, fleeing their countries. But we have all of these homeless black people out here who don't have a place to live. You understand? These people are running a game on us, family. We got to stop letting these folks run a game on us. They got all this money for these Asian groups, talking about stop Asian hate. I want us to start getting bold with our demands. We're going to have to start getting bold, and we got to start getting extra codified. You understand? We don't have any friends in these other groups. Now, see, we sit up here talking about we got to help the Afghanistani people, and I see a lot of Negroes on that. We got Negroes running around here in Hollywood, running around here talking about all the people we need to support. We got to support the white LGBT. We got to support the Hispanics. We got to support the Afghans. We got to stop the Asian hate. Now, let's be very clear. These same Hollywood Negroes, none of these Negroes help with the Hidden History Museum, by the way. Remember, the Hidden History Museum, something that's going to help black people, that was done by you. That was done by a grassroots effort. The grassroots did that. Hollywood didn't do shit. The Hollywood Negroes didn't do a damn thing. So that shows where their minds are. But let's be very clear. These Negroes sit up here caping for these other groups, and these other groups turn on us, and they have hostility towards us. And we've always helped these other groups. Even the fact that they can get over here, that's based on the 14th Amendment law. This is why I get on in all of these non-FBA coons who want to come over here and talk greasy. Nigga, it was foundational black Americans who was fighting for the 14th Amendment that allowed citizenship to a lot of niggas to come over here and drop off anchor babies. Let's be very clear. Anybody who came over here and dropped off a little disrespectful ass anchor baby, y'all niggas who got a lot of vitriol towards foundational black Americans, remember it was foundational black Americans who was the one fighting for the 14th Amendment. Let's be very clear. After slavery, it was a group in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania State Equal Rights League. It was a black organization that was grassroots, and they formed this organization, and they were the ones pushing for the 14th Amendment. In fact, it was a foundational black American named William Nesbitt. William Nesbitt, last name Nesbitt. William Nesbitt, he was the main person pushing for the 14th Amendment. Our brother William, he went over there to Liberia because what they were doing, this was around the same time after slavery. They were up here talking about they had that colonization thing going on. They were trying to send black folks to Africa on some bullshit, which most of us didn't come there. Let's be very clear. This is why we got the museum going, where we're going to talk about our real history. They start running this game on us that, well, all of y'all came from Africa and we can send all you free Negroes back. We can send you back over there. You dig? And when a lot of us didn't come over there, come from there directly. And that's why a lot of black folks were rejecting it. A lot of black folks, remember, a lot of black folks just like, hey, you know, I'm from here. I'm a native black American. And they were tracing their lineage back to certain tribes here, Aboriginal tribes. That's why a lot of old black folks would say, "Hey, man, I'm my great grandma was Chickasaw, Choctaw, Blackfoot Indian, Shantycoke Indian, Washita Indian." They knew where they were from. They knew that they came from certain tribes. See, they kind of dismiss black folks who claim some of their Aboriginal status. They were dismissing black people later on down the line. But our brother William Nesbitt, he actually went over there and he said, wait a minute, they really selling this Africa thing to black folks. And it's a sham. This is a con game. They're exaggerating what's happening over here. They're making it seem like, okay, if black folks come over here, everything is going to be popping. You're like, this is a con game. This is a con game here. So our brother William Nesbitt came back and said, hey, no, we don't need to go over there because that's not our home right now. This is not us. I mean, we all black and we all look alike, but that's not our home. This is our home. We fought for this. We built this. This is our home. We are going to get citizenship here. It was William Nesbitt and these brothers who were pushing for the 14th Amendment, and they helped get the 14th Amendment put ratified in the Constitution. There's another brother, Octavius Cato. He was another brother who was with William Nesbitt. Octavius Cato actually got killed by white supremacists when he was trying to vote. They were organizing and getting black people to vote on a grassroots level. And they were organizing their vote on a grassroots to get certain politicians in power to push their agenda. And these brothers, this brother actually martyred himself. Look up Octavius Cato. This brother was one of the people who was pushing for the 14th Amendment, pushing for citizenship for black people, full citizenship with equal protection. And our brother Octavius Cato got killed by white supremacists on his way to vote. He was about to vote, and there was riots going on. The white supremacists were trying to stop black people from voting, and they ended up killing this brother because he was going to vote. He martyred himself. You understand? So we have to understand that black folks put their lives on the line to get that 14th Amendment thing popping so that everybody can come over here and eat off what black people fought and died for. You understand? Octavius Cato, Catto. Yeah? But yeah, let's be very clear. And we're mixed in with some of the African brothers too. We're mixed in now, but we have to understand there were black Aboriginal people that was here already. We really have to understand that. We cannot underestimate that. This is why I love using the term foundational black American, because that's a term that you can't really wiggle away from. You can't remix that. See, you can remix all these other terms. African American, you can remix that. White people claim African American. Charlize Theron is a damn African American. She's from South Africa, and she came over here to America. Technically, she's African American. White people can claim African American. Even a descendant of slaves, you can remix that. Even descendants of American slaves, you can remix that. You can remix that. That can be remixed into some bullshit. Well, I'm a descendant of slaves. My family was a slave in the Caribbean. You understand? See, people can remix that. You cannot remix foundational black American. That's very definitive. That's very definitive. You can't do anything. That's why they get so mad at it, because you can't co-opt it. You can't flip it. You can't remix it. It's a very definitive term. A foundational, meaning the black people who were here first, who built this joint, black. That means no whites, no Charlize Therons, none of the white people. Y'all can't come over from Africa or whatever and then claim you African American. No. Foundational, meaning the first people here building this country, black, meaning us, the black people. American, right here on this land, not in Haiti, not in Jamaica, not in all these other places. See, we got a definitive all the way across the board where it cannot be remixed. That's why the tethers and the coons and the foreign, they got a problem with that. When they want to try to remix the shit, they got a problem because that one is unremixable. You can't remix it. You understand? Which is what we got to do. We got to start grabbing our culture and laying claim to our culture. It's completely different, exactly. Yeah? But the thing is, man, we got to get off this melting pot thing. Because the other groups, again, we think that, and this is something that we got to be very cognizant of too. The dominant white society, we know that those numbers are dwindling. 2045, white people are going to be the minority in America. They know this, and we keep hearing these announcements. But let's be very clear. Whiteness and white supremacy, boy, they know how to adapt and remix white supremacy and what it means and who gets to be a white supremacist. This is why they're trying to bring in other groups to be classified as white. So they're going to remix that thing. What they're going to do, they're going to start letting these Hispanics and some of these Asians, this is why they're giving the Asian community diplomatic immunity and all of this protection, all that Stop Asian Hate, because what they're doing, they're bringing Asians into the white tribe. They're going to try to get them into club white supremacy. So they're getting them ready now. You understand? They're getting them ready, showing them how they're going to have to deal with the niggers. So they know how to flip the game to a certain degree and adapt. Look, white numbers, it's been low for a long time. Anglo-white people, white people who are Anglo, they've already been a minority. You understand? So they're gonna try to bolster those numbers. Yeah? You say, what's the status on the museum? What's up, Dad Guy? We're working on it now. We're working on it now. The money from Indiegogo, that hasn't even hit our account yet. Yeah, let's be very clear. We're still working on that. We're talking to the real estate people, but the Indiegogo money, it takes about a month for the shit to really hit your account. We don't even have that money yet. You know, they got to do all types of screenings and all that stuff. So we're waiting on them to disperse the money to us, first of all. And we're working with the developers, and we're talking to the real estate folks, and we're trying to get everything organized. So we're still working on it. We're definitely working on that. Yeah. But listen. Well, the white supremacists, these folks, you know, they don't get no sleep. These people burn the midnight oil, coming up with ways in order to maintain their power. You understand? Excuse me. They burn the midnight oil trying to come up with ways to maintain their power. That's what they do. And one thing they're very vindictive. The white supremacists are very vindictive, and they don't like taking no L's. Down there in Mississippi, I think it's in Mississippi, the Emmett Till Memorial was vandalized yet again. Family, they vandalize this thing ritualistically about once a year. Okay? They vandalized our young brother, Emmett Till. They vandalize. Hold on, let me show this. Hold on one second. Let me take some of this stuff down. But yeah, this happened right here. This is Emmett Till. Questions swirl after yet another Emmett Till sign comes down, a historical marker that stood outside the Mississippi shop where Emmett Till encountered the woman who accused him of whistling at her may have been toppled by a truck. But a historical center is reluctant to call it an accident. So they trying to, this is the white supremacists getting on code. They didn't vandalize another marker for Emmett Till, and they're trying to act like it's a damn accident. Okay, this is not an accident. Okay, they vandalize this thing about once a year. They always shooting it up. They're always taking it down. They vandalize that Emmett Till marker all the time. This is a ritual for these white supremacists, and then they turn around and act like it's a damn accident. They shoot that shit up all the time. They're always shooting up his headstone. They're still mad at Emmett Till. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. This is not an accident. This is a ritual that they do. Yeah, it's like they have to symbolically lynch him every year. They're not going to let him rest, and this is why. After Emmett Till was killed, that set a precedent in black society. Listen, that was the catalyst back in the 1950s. That started the modern civil rights movement, ladies and gentlemen. The death of Emmett Till, that really launched the modern, what we now know as the major civil rights movement. And the civil rights movement changed a lot because of the black people on the grassroots. Because of Emmett Till, that set off a major chain of events. Emmett Till set off a chain of events that changed the landscape of society. It changed the landscape of society to the point where white people had to end up moving to the suburbs. This forced, the civil rights movement forced white people to have to pack up and get out of Dodge. And it was all kicked off by Emmett Till. And white people are not lost on the chain reaction that happened from the Emmett Till lynching. Let me explain. When Emmett Till got lynched, black folks got on code and say, hey, if y'all doing this to our kids, we got to hit the streets and get busy. So black folks were not just sitting around marching, getting their brains bashed in. Black people were setting shit on fire. Black people were whooping ass out here in the streets. We had the Watts riots in the 1960s. Remember, all of this stuff started popping off because of Emmett Till. Out of Emmett Till's lynching, we got Medgar Evers. We got a Dr. King out of that. We got a Malcolm X out of that. And from Malcolm X, we got Muhammad Ali. We got so many things that spawned from the murder of Emmett Till. We got the Black Panthers out of that. You understand? We got the Stokely Carmichaels out of that. We got an entire major, the Bunchy Carters. We got an entire major movement out of that. So many black folks got on code. And black people were hitting the streets up, and black people were fighting for laws to say, hey, we better get some damn equal protection. If we do not get equal protection, we will burn this bitch down. If you're going to kill our kids, your kids can get touched too. We will burn all this shit down. So they were forced, the government was forced to sign civil rights laws, equal housing laws. Remember, the equal housing law, the Fair Housing Act, was signed 7 days after Dr. King was killed. And again, Dr. King came out of the Emmett Till murder. You understand? So a lot of the laws came after Emmett Till because of the energy, because of the spawning of that. We were whooping ass and forcing the government to get right. And once the Fair Housing Act got passed, that forced a lot of the white supremacists into the suburbs. So we changed the lexicon of society. Yeah, Fred Hampton, all of this stuff was spawned from Emmett Till. If it weren't for the Emmett Till murder, let's be clear, there probably would not have been a Fred Hampton, a Dr. King, a Malcolm X, all of this stuff. You understand? So they understand this. The white supremacists understand how pivotal that Emmett Till situation was. So symbolically, they have to keep lynching him. You know, they have to keep lynching him every year as a way of getting like some psychological revenge on black people for stepping up to the plate for Emmett Till. Yeah? Yeah, that's in there. They never talk about the brothers in Birmingham that was turning up, who was going after the white supremacists. See, those brothers in Birmingham actually whooping ass in Birmingham. Everybody in Birmingham in the 1960s weren't walking around singing "We Shall Overcome." You had some brothers who was bucking at the damn police and the whole shebang. Let's be very clear. But this is why we have to understand history, ladies and gentlemen. The white supremacists are very, very vengeful. But the thing is, we have to understand how we are judged on a different level. And another thing with the white supremacists, they're always acting like they're doing something as an accident. There was, white supremacy is never an accident, and it's never a coincidence. Facebook had to apologize because they had some kind of algorithm that was labeling black men as primates. And they sat up and act like it was a computer glitch, it was some kind of computer accident. Wasn't no accident. We all know Facebook's get down. And I've talked about before how they're going to try to program certain AI and certain machines and certain robots, and they're going to try to program them into promoting all types of racist narratives, and then try to act like, well, it's some kind of computer glitch. There was a video game. I'm not a big gamer, but some of y'all might know about this game, Back for Blood. The players think they hear the zombies yelling the N-word. So some of these little white supremacists working at these gaming companies, they didn't put some zombies in there yelling nigga. You understand? You know, let me see in this question. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me play some clips of this. Hold on.
What did you call me? Huh?
So they got the zombies yelling nigga.
Hey, look at this big fuck. Shut up. Shut up, bitch. What did that zombie say? What did he say?
Okay. So this is what they do. They do little slick stuff like that. And, you know, the gaming community is full of these low-key white supremacists. So this is something that's right up their alley. So it's never an accident. It's never an accident when they do little stuff like this. They think they're slick. You know, again, it's always about them trying to take some kind of jab at us, at black folks. That's the name of the game with them. And we have to understand, listen, in this system of white supremacy, because we don't have any allies, we get punished for being too good. See, we think that other groups get benefits and they get special treatment because they just work harder, they do something better. That's just not the case. Other groups, the only thing they have over us is the whiteness pass. That's the only thing. They get the whiteness pass, so that gives them a leg up in a system of white supremacy. It's like a welfare system. They get a certain welfare system that we don't get, but we get accused of being welfare recipients. We get accused of getting unjust benefits because of affirmative action. You understand? They run that game on us. But the opposite is true. That is a projection. Black folks, we're the only people who get punished for being too good. We get punished for being too thorough. You can't have allies because allyship has to go two ways. You understand? Somebody in the chat room said, how come we can't have allies? I see somebody's eyes are bucking. We don't have allies because nobody wants to ally with us because they get incentivized to not ally with us, and that's okay. We ally with each other. But again, we're the only people who get punished for being too damn good. In the Olympics, I want to show y'all something. There was a black man in the Olympics. I showed you what the brother's name is, and he was fighting this white guy from the Middle East. This shows you white privilege right here. Listen. The black dude, they were doing some kind of kickboxing competition. The black dude kicked him and knocked the white man out cold. Do you know that the officials disqualified the black man for kicking the white man too hard and gave the white man the damn Olympic medal. I want y'all to look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you white supremacy. You want to know how white supremacy works? This is it in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. The brother's name was Tariq Nasheed. This is white supremacy in a nutshell right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is white supremacy that right there, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm eating a protein bar, by the way. That is white supremacy in a damn nutshell. The white man got knocked out and still won. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how they incentivize the buffer classes. When you lose, you can still win in the system of white supremacy. The white man, let me say it slow. The white man got knocked the fuck out, and they said he still won. And you wonder why these other groups are fighting to get a part of that white supremacy pie. You understand? We're the only people who are punished for being too damn good. That was a clean ass kick. And I done told you about the Olympics. I'm so done with the Olympics and their racist bullshit. The Olympics, I've been talking about them for the last month. Yeah, they hit him with the I'm white and I say so rule. They've been doing I'm white and I say so. If you smoke weed, you can't do this. Well, this black woman got too much testosterone, so she can't compete. They've been changing. They've been doing I'm white and I say so all year with this bullshit. There were some black women who are biologic women. They told them they couldn't compete because they had too much natural testosterone, but they got a whole white man with dick and balls up here competing in the weightlifting competition. He was a white man until he was 35. Then he said, hey, I'm a woman now. And they let his ass compete. He got all types of testosterone, dick and balls, and they let him compete as a woman. I'm white and I say so. Boy, they moved the goalposts. Nigga, where on earth will you see a white man get disqualified for kicking somebody too hard? That brother did a nice, clean kick as he was trained to do. Well, you did it too hard. The fuck you talking about? That brother pulled, that was a kick of Ogun. This is how weak, innately weak the white supremacists are. This is why they need a system, family. This is why they need a system of white supremacy to protect them. They need an unjust system to protect them. That brother did a clean kick and still lost because of some I'm white and I say so bullshit. So this is why we have to understand what white supremacy is and not get too frustrated about it. In a contact sport, this is a sport where you're supposed to kick each other. Now let's be very clear. If the white man had kicked that brother and knocked him out, that white man would be on every Wheatie box in America. If that white man knocked that brother out with a hard kick, that white man would have every Nike endorsement, Fila, Puma, Adidas, Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's. He would have endorsements lined up if that white man knocked that black man out. He would have every gold medal. He would be a national hero. They would have dolls made after this dude. Let's be very clear. There'd be a movie about his ass next week with Sylvester Stallone playing his ass. If he knocked that black man out with that same kick, there would be a movie with his ass with Ben Affleck playing him. Right now, they'd be casting the fucking movie for this guy. You understand? But the image of a black man doing a smooth ass kick, knocking this damn white man out, that's a blow to white supremacy. So we're gonna have to use our I'm white and I say so powers to jump in and stop this. These black people beating up on us in front of the world stage. We just can't have that. These folks are desperate, family. Oh, it'll be Rocky 70, yeah. Oh my God. It'll be insane. But listen, these folks are playing dirty right now. The white supremacists are playing extra damn dirty. Family, out there in Minnesota, speaking of dirty playing, out there in Minnesota, a black dude was acquitted. And look, let me show you this headline. Let me show you how slick they are. Now, the white media, they put this headline out about this brother who got acquitted for shooting at cops. They said, man who shot at cops in unrest over Floyd's death is acquitted. So they put this out here to evoke an emotion. And the brother got beat up by the cops and all this stuff, but he got acquitted. So they put that headline out. Look at the headline. Man who shot at cops in unrest over Floyd's death is acquitted. And then all the white supremacists are running around like, oh, man, what about the cops, man? These people hate the cops. Blue lives matter. Oh, man, if this was a white man, they were doing all that old bullshit. They're letting these blacks get away with shooting at cops. Oh, God, we got to tighten up on all the laws. And let's be clear. This is a con game. They don't tell the whole story. They don't tell the whole story what happened with this situation. This is how the media ain't shit. The brother got acquitted because the cops in Minnesota were driving around in unmarked vehicles doing drive-bys on people. They were shooting non-lethal weapons from an unmarked car at random black people. Okay? They were running. Remember last year, and I was talking about this a lot, where cops were running around in unmarked vans jumping out, grabbing people. Not only were they grabbing people, they were shooting people with non-lethal weapons, and truth be told, they were shooting people with lethal weapons as well. Let's be very clear. These cops were out here doing real drive-bys too. Let's be very clear. But what happened, this brother was just standing on a corner. Some damn cops, I think they were with SWAT, they were in an unmarked vehicle doing a drive-by, shooting. They shot at him. He was just standing there. So the brother, not knowing they were cops, he started busting back. So they all jumped out, they all called backup, and they all jumped out the car on the brother. He realized, okay, these are cops, okay, let me drop my weapon and let me lay it down. So they start beating on him and all this old shit. They start beating up on the brother. And eventually they had to acquit the brother because he had no idea that these were cops shooting at him from a damn unmarked vehicle, not making no damn announcement. And then the cops tried to lie. The cops, and it was all on their body cam. This was on their body cam, and the cops tried to lie. He's smiling because he know he about to get off. That's why he's smiling in the picture. He's smiling because he knows he's about to get off. All right? Hold on. The brother knows. He knows he's about to get off. He's about to beat those charges. But this brother defended himself, and he was a legal gun owner. He had his gun legally. He started busting back on these fools. Why were they shooting anyway? They were doing a whole bunch of stuff out there, man. Listen. These cops were caught on film doing a drive-by with non-lethal weapons. Do you think they won't be out here doing drive-bys with live, real ammunition? Dude, we've been saying this all the time. These cops be out here in unmarked vehicles doing drive-bys all the time. They do this, man. They do this. They've been doing this. Yeah, those rubber bullets can kill people too. But see, what they do, a lot of times they get people like the Proud Boys and all those folks to do the dirty work for them. But yeah, I hope my dude gets a bag. I hope he sues them. I hope my brother gets a bag out of it. Yeah? And I believe that's what's going on in Chicago. I believe a lot of those shootings out there is done by the damn police. Many people believe that. Yeah? But see, this is why we got to be on top of our game at all times. This is why we got to be on top of our game. What's this story? Hold on. What is this? Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all something else here. Hold on. Man. I got to show y'all this Karen video. Because a lot of folks are getting fed up with all these damn Karens. The whole Karen thing, people are getting fed up with it at this point. Yeah, black folks, because see, we understand, ain't nobody coming to our rescue. Hold on. Black folks, see, this is why, you know, they like to keep us voting and waiting on some kind of politician to do something for us. Because, see, when we think that a politician is going to help us, we kind of sit on our hands and feet. Now that we know there's no politician going to help us, nobody's going to help us, we just starting to just, you know, G-check people on our own. So this was a video where Karen was trying to harass this brother who was skateboarding, and this brother, you know, told her a thing or two. Hold on.
I ain't got a lease to stay here. I don't have a lease agreement. Exactly. You don't fucking know. So mind your fucking business, bitch. Go sit the fuck down. Well, guess what the fuck I'ma do? I'ma step on this bitch and I'ma ride that motherfucker. Suck my dick.
So that's where the energy is now. See, all that ma'am, this and every man, people are tired, man. People are tired at this point. People are like, man, look, you can't be nice to these folks. You can't be rational with them. You know, people are tired, man. You know, enough is enough. People ain't trying to hear the bullshit. Man. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. People are tired. We can't rationalize with these folks. We didn't try to serve the ma'am, and black folks out here trying to explain themselves to the folks, and you know, good Lord, people are tired. This is another situation at a baseball game. Again, folks are tired. This suspected white supremacist jumped up. Hold on, let me show you something. This was a baseball game, and there's a black man there with his kid. Some suspected white supremacists in the crowd tried to start something with the brother, and you know, it didn't end the way the white man thought it was going to end. Hold on. And there it is. And bam, and he leaking. Okay, well, that's what happens. See, this is where the energy is right now. Man, people at the point now where all this talking and trying to explain something to these folks, man, people are like, that's dead now. That's dead, man. People are getting, you getting them FBA hands put on them. You know? That's where the energy is now. That's where the energy is now, man. Ain't nobody playing no more. Ain't nobody playing no more, dude. That's where it is. People are tired, dude. People are tired of explaining and being nice to these folks, and ain't nobody doing all that. Ain't nobody doing all that, dude. Hold on, I want to show something. Down there in Texas, there was the teacher, and I talked about this a few years ago. Well, not a few years ago, but about a month or so ago. There was this black teacher who had some pictures with his white woman. He's married to a white woman, and they were kind of hugging and kissing on social media. And the white folks got offended by that. Boy, they got offended, and they've been harassing this brother, trying to get him suspended from his job, and they've been doing all types of little stuff to sabotage this brother. Hold on. What is this thing? Disable my ad blocker. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to show this thing. Hold on. Let me find another article. Hold on. Y'all bear with me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right. So that one teacher, let me show. Okay. All right. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. Now look at the con game here. Now look at this. Now this principal, they were kind of harassing him because of the pictures with his white wife. But check this out. And I told people this was going to happen. Black principal targeted over critical race theory. He's been suspended and people are crying foul. Let me see. I'm trying to see what it is. Now, this brother here, he teaches about racism, and he's married to a white woman. And he wrote this: "I'm not the critical race theory boogeyman. I'm the first African American to assume the role of principal. Claiming suspension doesn't do or hold on. The suspension that people word critical race theory. Okay, so the brother has said, I don't have nothing to do with no damn critical race theory. The brother has said, I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I don't even know what I don't promote critical race theory. Now, he talked about racism in his class, but he said, I don't promote critical race theory. So them accusing me of promoting critical race theory, I've never promoted that. That's why I told you that critical race theory was a con game. Critical race theory, the concept of it was a con game from the beginning. I told people this is exactly what they're going to do. Critical race theory was a con game because they couldn't really define it. I told people over and over, I said, family, the fact that they cannot define this, that's the trick bag of it. So now they could use it to target any black person for anything and just call it critical race theory. They sit up here and make this big old boogeyman out of critical race theory. Oh my God, critical race theory is horrible. It's political. It's communism. It's Marxism. Critical race theory. Okay, what the fuck is it? It's communism. It's Marxism. And they make this big old fake outrage outcry over critical race theory, but they cannot define it. And it's not about them not being able to define it. They don't want to define it, which is the trick. That's the trick. Don't define it so that you can apply it to everything. So if somebody says, hey man, we got to teach about how the Klan started in Tennessee and how they have been a terrorist organization for the last 200 years. Oh, that's critical race theory. No, it's just regular history. Nope. We're white and we say so, and we say it's critical race theory. It's a trick bag. It's nothing but I'm white and I say so. That's why I told black people, don't ever use that critical race theory bullshit. Don't use that term. Reject it. Stick to white supremacy. Critical race, white supremacy is not a theory. The term is a contradiction. It's an empty, deflective term. It's a con game of a term. It's a con. It is a con game. We have a problem with white supremacy. Damn no critical race theory. White supremacy is real because that's their word. White supremacy is their word. See, they can't run from that. You understand? They can't run from their own word, because when you talk about white supremacy, that's what they were saying. They were putting that into law. Some of the founding fathers were talking about white supremacy. All of these Confederate monuments that they got up that they still protect, these were people who were promoting white supremacy in their own words. So they threw that critical race theory shit out here to put all types of filth on it and to trick bag it up so that they can say, okay, critical race theory is illegal. You can't teach it. So what's critical race theory? Whatever I say it is. You understand? These people are desperate. This is why they need buffer classes. This is going back to the main topic. They need buffer classes because, see, the thing is, when you're going after the white supremacists, the white supremacists, they can't keep taking too many direct hits. They got to have a buffer class in there to take them hits for them. See, this is why I don't mind dealing with the white supremacists. That's why I don't mind Republicans. Let me deal with the white supremacists directly. So they can't keep taking all of them direct hits. If anything, listen, if anything keeps taking direct hits, it's going to eventually crumble. You understand? You keep taking them direct hits, it's going to crumble. Whatever you keep hitting, that shit is going to crumble. And they know this. Just like this white woman out there, Jackie Johnson, I think that's her name, out there in Georgia, the white woman who I talked about a year or so ago after Ahmaud Arbery got killed. It was that damn prosecutor out there who was helping the white supremacists, and she was protecting them. And I told people that a year ago. I put her on the Summer Jam screen. They just charged her with misconduct. See, that's a blow to white supremacy. You understand? That's why they got to get those coon DAs. See, that's why they need those prosecutors and those DA coons, those Negroes out here to take the hits for them. You understand? This is why buffer class Negroes and buffer class tethers are very important. Their job is to take the hits for the white supremacist. You understand? So if you get a Negro DA who's into some corrupt shit because the white supremacist who's backing him is making him corrupt, he'll take the hit. He gets all the negative publicity. If they get him for anything scandalous, it's that Negro politician who's going to take all the hits. And the white supremacists are sitting in the back. Don't nobody even know who they are. You see? That's the name of the game. Yeah, Daniel Cameron. Yeah, if he take all the hits, just like with Breonna Taylor, they got their coon Daniel Cameron taking all the hits. He's taking all the negative publicity. They put it on him. While the white supremacists who protect the race soldiers, they sit back in the cut. You don't even know who they are. That's why it's important to put these people on the Summer Jam screen. Like that woman, Jackie Johnson, when they try to have her be behind the scenes, we put her ass on that Summer Jam screen. We let people know, hey, this is who's protecting these race soldiers right here. This woman right here is protecting these race soldiers. See, they don't like that. When you start putting the spotlight on them, you got to grab their asses up out of the shadows. See, this is why I noticed they got all these, they always got some Negro in some tokenized position that they put out there, but these Negroes don't ever do anything that's going to empower us. All they do is take the hits for the white supremacists, just like that coon up there in Brooklyn, that DA Thompson. Was it Ken Thompson? What was his name? That coon who sat up here and let Peter Liang get off. Was it Ken Thompson? He sat up here. They put that coon up there. They killed Akai Gurley let this Peter Liang go to trial, and then after he gets found guilty, they're going to not give him no damn jail time. I want to say his name was Ken Thompson, that DA, the prosecutor out there, who died shortly after. Ken Thompson, yeah. And after it, the coon energy killed him. The spirit of Ogun got his ass. He died shortly after he did that sucker shit. This is why they're trying to get Larry Elder. They got Larry Elder out here in California. They're trying to get him. He's going to be that buffer class Negro. Well, they're going to have Larry Elder. If they get him in there, they're going to have Larry Elder acting a damn fool. They're going to have Larry Elder on some Steve from Django type of shit. You understand? So they got their buffer class Negro Larry Elder. They're going to put him out there to take all the hits and the brunts for the white supremacists. He don't care. This nigga has no stock within black society. And that he's a super duper coon. Let me show. There's a clip of Larry Elder. He was cooning so hard. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you. Hold on 1 second. Where Larry Elder was talking about reparations. Okay, now family right here. Now this is some next level cooning right here. And I don't, Larry Elder and Candace Owens, this is just cooning in stereo. But Larry Elder was up here talking about if black people get reparations, listen to him. Listen who else he said should get reparations. This is Larry Elder. This is Larry Elder said if black people get reparations, and look, they love, Larry Elder promotes white supremacy, and that's why the white supremacists love him. But this is Larry Elder talking about who should really get reparations. Listen.
It's right behind them.
By the way, when you mentioned that the UK was ahead of us, they were. Do you know that the slave owners were compensated? After they lost their quote-unquote property, the government compensated slave owners.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so when people talk about reparations, do they really want to have that conversation? Because, like it or not, slavery was legal. And so their property, their legal property, was taken away from them after the Civil War. So you can make an argument that the people that are owed reparations, and not only just black people, but also the people whose, quote, property, close quote, was taken away after the end of the Civil War.
It's right behind them.
Now, family, listen. That's some next level cooning right there. Now this is why all the white people are supporting Larry Elder. Larry Elder said that basically the descendants of the white people who enslaved us should get reparations too, because slavery was legal and their property was taken away. So we could make an argument that white people are supposed to get some money from slavery too. See, that's some OG cooning right there. That's on a different level of cooning right there. Yeah? This is why he's getting so much white support. Now, when they start seriously supporting that type of cooning, that type of blatant cooning, you know the white supremacists are deep in trouble. They're in trouble. You know, they're afraid right now. Something is going on with they're in trouble when they have to depend on a blatant coon like this. When they're supporting blatant cooning like that, you understand? That's why he's getting support. You dig? Yeah, so that's some next level cooning right there. Larry Elder, that's an OG with the cooning right there. You know? But let me see how my broadcast has been going pretty good tonight. But listen. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we got the new Mink Slide music video coming out. We got a new video coming out, the new Mink Slide. Y'all got to stay tuned next week. And we're shooting another week. We got one video coming out, and we got another one coming out on the 1st of October. We're shooting that one next week. For the new EP, we got a new EP called Funk on Wheels. So the new Mink Slide EP is coming. We got a video coming, ladies and gentlemen. Having a little fun. This is once a year I get to have a little fun. This is my once a year fun moment with the Mink Slide project. We have a great time doing it. You know, that's almost like therapy. You know, music is very therapeutic. And plus, with the Mink Slide project, you know, we're trying to keep the funk music alive. Shout out to my family, APX. The APX, they got an EP coming out too, and they're keeping the funk alive. See, we do these funk projects. Not only is it therapeutic, we do it because we're trying to keep that funk music genre alive. Yeah? We got to keep that funk music genre alive because that's a genre that they low-key try to co-opt, but funk is too heavy. It's too FBA rich in order for people to really co-opt it. You understand? And our stuff, man, has that old school funk flavor. It's fun, feel good music. It's that music that we grew up on. The vibe is fly. See, Larry Elder. Yeah, Larry Elder looked like he using cake soap. But yeah, man, that funk thing. Our EP is a hot one. Funk on Wheels is a hot EP, man. Phone down. We put a snippet. Hold on, let me go to my Instagram. Let me see if I can go to my Instagram because we did put a snippet of Phone Down on my Instagram. Let me see if I can log in here because I'm not on my regular computer here. Hold on one second. I'll play a little snippet. Hold on. Because I did play a little snippet a few weeks ago on my Instagram. Hold on one second. Is this thing going to let me log in? I don't think it's going to let me log in. Let me see something, guys. But yeah, Funk on Wheels, man. Great EP. The video for Phone Down is coming next week, nigga. We are showing out in this video, nigga. We on some Jodeci. This video, we're 90s as hell, dude. We are on some Jodeci, H-Town, Silk. We're on all that 90s shit, dude. We on that 90s vibe heavy in this video. We had a great time shooting it out. Let me see. I think I can go here to my... Okay, hold on. Let me play a little snippet here. I can go to my thing. Y'all bear with 1 second. Y'all bear with me 1 second. I'm going to play a little snippet for y'all. I put it on my Instagram here. It is right here. I put this on. Hold on 1 second. Y'all bear with me. Let me change something here. But yeah, the video is coming next week. And we'll keep everybody posted on that. It's being edited right now. And yeah, we're doing another video next Thursday at a skating rink. And all my LA people, if you can skate, we need some folks to come on down. If you can get down on them skates, come on through. If you know how to get down on them skates, come on through. All right, right here. I'm going to play a little snippet here. This is a little snippet I'm going to play. This is Phone Down from just a snippet. Hold on.
I want you to listen. I need undivided attention. There's things that I want to mention. I want much more than a friendship. Phone down. I want you to focus. See what a brother gotta do to get closer. Don't you know you're my type? Trying to get a little busy with you too. So put your phone down. I want you to listen. I need undivided attention. There's things that I want to mention. I want much more than a friendship. Phone down. I want you to focus. See what a brother gotta do to get closer. Don't you know you're my type? Trying to get a little busy with you too.
All right, that's that was Phone Down. That is Phone Down from the Funk on Wheels EP that we got coming out. The EP comes out in who is texting me? Yeah, the EP. Yes. Yes, the EP comes out. Oh man, the video is fun. Nigga, wait till y'all see the video. We were getting it in. It's a sexy song. It is a very sexy song, man. It's a very sexy song. We got the video is cool. Yeah, that little doll was getting it in, right? Yeah, it's a very sexy song. We got some cute sisters in the video. We got some real cute sisters in the video. And boy, I had to do some nigga splaining. You know, I had to do some nigga splaining. You know, and I don't know what the video looks like yet because it's being edited. But you know, my wife, I got to do nigga splaining in this video. I already got to do some nigga splaining because she asked questions like, "What were you doing in the video? What were y'all doing? How many girls was it? What were they doing with you?" Nothing. I had to buck my eyes a little bit. Eyes of a young black man, eyes no longer bound. I'm at the house singing Negro spirituals. I'm like, oh, because it was no. Brie and Layla's gonna be in the other video. They're gonna be at the other video because we're doing the skating video. Yeah. And what's funny, at the beginning of the song, there's a part that Peanut is actually talking in. But there's another girl doing Peanut's part in the video. You dig? So yeah, I gotta do a little nigga. Yeah, I gotta do some nigga in the video. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm not trying to go, I'm not trying to cross the line, but I'm trying to, you dig? I'm trying to act like all these fine women ain't really fazing me, But my eyes did buck a couple of times, but hopefully they'll edit that out so I don't get in no good trouble. Yeah, my eyes bucked a little bit in the video. Ooh, looky here. Ooh. So, man. So I want to see how the video is going to turn out. I want to see how my editor. Well, we did the video because she had to pick. The only reason she wasn't in it because she had to pick the boys up from school because we did it on a weekday. So the kids are in school, so she had to pick the kids up. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's going to get interesting. Yeah, Lord. So I got to do some nigga splaining when the video come out. I don't want to get in no good trouble. Yeah, I don't want to get in no good trouble. Eyes no longer bound. But the video was fun. We had a great time doing it. Real cute sisters in the video. We were getting it in, dude. We got some shit where we're on the beach getting our Jodeci on, dude. It's popping. Yeah. It was popping. So next week, we can't wait till y'all see the video next week, ladies and gentlemen. The video is coming next week. Can't wait for y'all to see it and all that good stuff, y'all. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Y'all, it's been real. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. You can still support the museum. That's at hiddenhistorymuseum.com, ladies and gentlemen. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. You can still support the museum. You can still contribute to the museum, ladies and gentlemen. And go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. Go to buckbreakingmovie.com, ladies and gentlemen.